everybody. Hey, what's going on? I just wanted to continue on here with our series on stress less. If you can see this is Dr. Don Colbert, and I apologize if it's backwards, but actually here's more of the picture of the book. This is covering the chapter that he covers. It's titled Reduce Your Frustration Factors. And goodness knows we get really frustrated. I think everybody does. No one's immune to it. I get frustrated, and you're almost not human if you don't get frustrated sometimes. But it's our culture, our society. We have so much to do, so much we got to take care of. We got to work, get up, get going, fight traffic, people with kids got to get kids going, and come home, cook dinner, clean house, meet up with friends, go do this. So you guys know this. I don't have to tell you that. And we want so much, and we want things to be perfect in our lives and everything just right. But we end up we just have too much work to do. We have too much stuff that we've purchased, and we end up getting too much debt, and we just end up getting frustrated. And if you look up frustrate in the Webster's Dictionary, it says to induce feelings of discouragement. And also, you can say it's tribulation. The frustration, it's really, you're afflicted, you're anguished, burdened, persecuted, troubled, pressured. And in the Bible, if you read the Bible, even Jesus said that in this world you shall have tribulation. But he says be of good cheer, so that's good. But we're to learn how to manage expectations. And in his book, Dr. Colbert talks about there are three thought processes that produce frustration, and he gives some examples of them. The first one are the shoulds. And with the shoulds, that's, this waitress, she should be nice to me. I'm paying her to, bring my dinner. Or these kids should be nice to me, but they weren't. So, but there's one thing, the only thing we really should do is love one another. And we don't need to, if we expect others to treat us, that's not our responsibility. That's theirs, that's their responsibility. But it's our responsibility to love one another and to show patience and humility and forgiveness. So if you can do those things, that's one area that can help you get out of being frustrated with people or things. They should have had this road fixed by now. We run into that a lot in traffic, and why are they still working on this road after a year? Don't know. Anyway, the next one is that we jump to conclusions sometimes, and where we think that we're just convinced of what someone else is thinking. Maybe they've thought that before, so we just jump to that conclusion, but we really don't know in those particular cases. So if you can kind of bring it back where you just realize maybe you don't know what they're really thinking, and it's maybe not as bad as you think. So that can help you with frustration as well. And a third one is called rehashing. And I'm guilty of this, of where we just think and overthink, any kind of problem where, I've seen people do it that have been separated from friends or family, or, in a divorce situation where they'll still, for a long time keep rehashing, who said what to whom and all of this. And that's when you're really getting into too much stress, because your brain doesn't realize when you're rehashing it, it's thinking you're going through it all over again. So you're feeling all that tension come up, and it's hard to break that cycle. But one thing that Dr. Colbert in this book recommends doing is write down what you appreciate, what's good for your life. I mean, don't think about what happened. That was then, this is now. What do you appreciate right now? I'm in a house that the air conditioner works, or the heat works, or I've got dinner on the table, and maybe watch a funny movie, I was just thinking to watch Dumb and Dumber, or one of those movies, or go read a book. You can just kind of just go off into another world and forget all about what's going on in your situation. And one thing that's really good is when you bump into your friends, resist the urge to talk about it. Just, you need to stop repeating it over and over and over and over and over, because the more you talk about it, the more it feeds into your mind and your thoughts. And just finally, he covers a whole lot more information in this chapter. I'm just trying to give you guys a quick 5-minute overview, but one thing he does bring up, he's a Christian, and he brings up in the Bible where it talks about, whatever you think about, think on these things that are of virtue, things that are of a good report. Just kind of keep focusing on that. And then it says, the peace of God will come to you. So just keep focusing on the good things, and those are the main topics I wanted to share with you guys tonight. And if you have any questions or comments you want to make, if you want to post them down below, and I'll be posting this video in just a minute here. So anyway, I do appreciate you watching, and I hope this helped in some way, and I'll have some more topics in the next couple of days. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks.